Hello and welcome to our final piece of coverage for the 2019 Tuner's Edge Drag Battle. In this episode, we're going to take a look at the two-wheel drive cars. Now, these guys do it tough as that place is very traction limited. It's pretty entertaining to watch though, but more cars this year got their cars dialed in and ran into the single digits, and we saw our very first 8-second two-wheel drive run. Amazing stuff. Let's go. The first of our two-wheel drives is Simon Kelly's Commodore from Import Parts and Mechanical in Canberra. The LS1 sports a Harrop HTV 2300 supercharger and makes 600 rear-wheel horsepower on an easy 10 psi thanks to the Haltech ECU, and a turbo 400 gearbox puts the power to the ground. Next up was Alex's SUPRA from Just Engine Management. The 3.4 litre built 2J has a precision turbo, Haltech Elite 2500 ECU, and the potential to make over 1,000 rear-wheel horsepower when turned up. It still sports the stock Jettrag 6-speed manual transmission. Next up, travelling all the way from South Australia, was Flip, owner of Japanese Motorsport in Adelaide. Flip's R33 GTS 25T is still 2.5 litres and bucks the trend of single turbo and uses twin HKS GTRS turbochargers, and thanks to the Haltech ECU, makes over 800 rear-wheel horsepower. Also bucking the turbo 400 gearbox trend, it uses a power glide to attempt to put its power down on Cootamundra's runway. JJ's S14 returned to Cootamundra with a new setup by the guys at Croydon Racing Developments. Nitto 2.8 litre stroker combined with a precision 76-75 means big revs and plenty of grunt to channel through the Samsonus 6-speed sequential transmission. Being a new setup, the boys were still dialing it in, but man, it was nice to look at and just as nice to listen to. The quickest two-wheel drive Nissan was Euros's R33 GTS 25T, sporting a new setup from Motorsports Mechanical. Nitto Performance Engineering equipped RB3026 with a Garrett GTX 42 Turbo strapped to the side and a Haltech controlling the show. The car has made 1,000 horsepower since the event, but for its first outing and on the slippery surface, power was set to 650 wheel horsepower.
Yep, it's my first time racing ever at Cootamundra. Yep, I've done one run in it. It's gone 11.6. I'm very happy with that, and hopefully I can just put the power down a bit more and go faster. My favourite part about the car is the fact that it's a rear-wheel drive and I can just do big power skids and put on a show and entertainment for everyone.
Coming down from Queensland was Django's F6 Typhoon, gunning to take the two-wheel drive Barra record at Cootamundra. The Barra has a ProCharger Turbo's Garrett 67mm turbocharger, and it makes over 900 horsepower through a power glide.
This is my first time at Cootamundra, so not sure what I like best about it yet. It's a pretty good event so far. Favourite thing about the car is probably still got a 67mm turbo, ProCharger turbocharger. 3582 housing, it's a bigger rear and it makes about 900 engine horsepower. Target for this weekend would at least get into the 10s. 10.9 I guess is the fastest Barra that's gone so far, so to beat that would be good.
Anthony Walsh returned in his 2JZ powered Lexus. It runs a Garrett GTX 3584 RS Turbo with a Haltech Elite controlling the show and makes 650 horsepower through the automatic transmission. The quickest V8 and now the quickest VL we've ever had was Justin Schmidt's Borg-Warner turbo-equipped L98 powered Holden from Hunchun. It makes an easy 670 horsepower on only 10 psi through the Turbo 400 gearbox.
This is my first time bringing a car to Cootamundra. Loving the event. It's really well run, heaps of track time. Bit difficult to get a rear-wheel drive car down the track, but that's half the fun, I think. Favourite thing about the car, I think, is just cruising it, man, just driving it on the street. And favourite mod, probably, I guess, the V8 conversion at the moment. Loving that. Yeah, no one in particular I want to race. I didn't really come here with any expectations. I was asked to come last minute by Joe at Hunchun, so I just come for a bit of fun, man, see what it's all about.
Next up, Goran's Supra from Induction Performance. The 2JZ GTE uses high-flow stock twin turbos. Probably the smallest turbos of any car at the event, but still makes over 500 rear-wheel horsepower on 28 psi through the automatic transmission. Don't let the basic combo fool you, it was our 4th quickest two-wheel drive at the event. The quickest 6-cylinder two-wheel drive and the first Supra into the 9s at Cootamundra was Andrew Hanneson's immaculate Toyota Supra built by Motorsports Mechanical. The built 2JZ has a precision 83-85 turbo strapped to the side and is controlled by a Haltech Elite ECU. The Turbo 400 gearbox has to deal with well over 1,000 rear-wheel horsepower. The car has run 8s at the track, so it was a mission to put that power down at Cootamundra. Running a 9 in any two-wheel drive is hard enough at Cootamundra, but the two K-swapped MR2s from BYP made a mockery of the slippery surface and defied what everyone thought was possible. Jimmy Tran from BYP was in their white shop car, Honda K-swap with a Garrett turbo and controlled by a Honda ECU to make 700 horsepower. With the engine over the back, Quaife sequential and drag radials, it was able to run some serious numbers.
I love Cootamundra. It's just like a street surface, so it's like a normal, I guess, road surface, so no prep track, which, you know, it's all about street cred, so if you can run fast here, you can run fast anywhere. Well, the favourite thing about the car would have to be the newly added Quaife sequential gearbox. So we've got the flash shifting, 5-speed. It's got to be, yeah, it's a good little thing. Our target time will be running the 9, maybe the 950s this weekend. We ran 980s last year with a H-padded synchro, so we go to 950s, that'll be our target goal.
Adrian's black MR2 already held the two-wheel drive record at Cootamundra, but he smashed it at this event, taking the 8-second 4-cylinder bounty and setting a two-wheel drive record many are wondering can ever be beat. The MR2 sports a K-swap with a precision turbo, Honda ECU and makes 800 horsepower. It also uses a Quaife sequential transmission.
Yeah, this is my 3rd time to Cootamundra. Absolutely great event. I love the fact that it's a street surface and it's pretty much as real as it gets. You know what I mean? Great track, absolutely love it. Favourite thing about the car, it's the underdog. So, well, it was the underdog. Favourite mod, it's yeah, just the fact that it's rear-wheel drive, rear axle, weights on the back. It's like a slingshot.
No way! 8.8? Are you serious?
8842, 167.92.
Wow. No. No.
Yeah.
8.8?
8842. Yeah, mate, I'm confirming for you now. It went 8842 at 167.92.
That was a $3,300 pass right there. He just won some money.
Yeah.
Woo!
Excellent.
Hell yeah. First 8-second 4-cylinder pass at Cootamundra on asphalt. That was one hell of a pass. And he's been running 9.1, 9.1, 9.07, 9.0. Wow. They made up a lot of time there. Wow.
Good job. Great effort.
8.8?
Cheers, guys.
Are you serious?
It's there, man. It's there. 880. So,
Took like 2,500s off.
yeah. Oh, I felt like a good run. Felt amazing, to be honest. Thank you so much, guys. That's awesome. It's so good. Thank you, guys. Adrian. Appreciate that.
At the end of the weekend, this is how the leaderboard looked for the two-wheel drives. Toyotas in the top 4 spots and a new outright record, along with a record for Supra, VL and Barra Falcon. Well, the big question now is, will any other type of car be able to match the MR2 on our runway surface at Cootamundra? Now, big news is the launch area of that runway has now been resurfaced. As we roll into runway thrash, we expect to see records drop even further. Stay tuned.